Okay, here we go. Time for a weekend in Seattle. This is a recap of a super simple weekend trip up to Seattle. Short time, short distance, but I'm on my way for two good reasons. Number one, spending some time with my friend Daniel, and number two, spending some time with Kendrick Lamar. Shortly after the GNX tour got announced, Daniel texted me like, hey, this is a bucket list show for me, so I kind of went to town on some floor seats for us. Now, with young kids these days, I don't get out to shows terribly often, so most of the shows I actually make it to tend to be on that bucket list level, and I am more likely to go all out for those shows. So let's go! Too bad all flights can't be as chill as a direct San Diego to Seattle, you know? So I'm in a few hours ahead of Daniel, and yeah, his flight arrives after mine. So I'm technically hanging out in Burien, Washington, a little suburb near the SeaTac airport. I was always underwhelmed with Tacoma. I've been trying to look for stuff closer to the airport that's fun to hang out in since I just got some time to wait out before he arrives. I'm in downtown Burien and this area looks kind of fun, so I'm gonna go maybe grab some coffee. I only have less than an hour. There's like a Australian meat pie spot next to it too. I don't know if I'm that hungry, but if I am, I'm gonna get one. And yeah, wait for him to text me that he's arrived. Feels really good to be back in the Pacific Northwest. This is my weather, my nature. I totally caved and got meat pies, so let's do coffee now. Okay, so with Daniel in tow, now we head into town, starting up at Capitol Hill. I've been waiting to try Rachel's ginger beer for some time. Okay, that's good. Got a white peach flavor. Yeah, great day as one would expect from Seattle. I'm probably just gonna be hanging out and snacking up until tonight's outing. This is a good spot. House-made ginger beers. You can get them flavored, but I like ginger beer, so I don't want to override the actual taste of ginger. And of course, they do cocktails too. Mules for days. There's even a chicken joint on the inside that's running sometimes. I didn't notice this earlier. They do ginger beer floats. That sounds good. Cool afternoon to spend in the Capitol Hill area. If you've watched my channel for some time, you might remember mine and Daniel's adventure in Toronto a few years back where we tried to eat from as many international cuisines as possible in one weekend. We got 17 then, and we're not trying to break those records here in Seattle, but let me point out that I already got my Australian fix, and for dinner, we're doing some Malaysian. Kedai makan. Malaysian, in my opinion, is like the most underrated cuisine in the world. It's been a pretty rainy day, and it looks like it's going to be an even wetter night, which should be interesting because it's time to get over to Lumen Field for Kendrick. They said the show's going to be rain or shine, so here we go. Okay, so Daniel was not kidding when he said he went all in on these tickets. Floor seats. Floor seats for a stadium venue. It's kind of crazy. I've never had seats like this. You walk out, and Lumen is like a tall stadium, so you're engulfed. There's just like a wall of people around you. I don't know if any of this is going to get captured, but even the team stage shot for us, like, we're here from all levels of a packed stadium. Hey, look who it is. Mustard. I did not know he was going to be the opening act, but this was fun. Okay. Showtime.
Take it as a threat. Okay, what you want to do?
Reincarnated, I'm a stargazer. Life goes on, honey, hum my babies. Yeah. Woke up looking for the broccoli. I keep on home knowing that the bossy. I beat ownership and blueprint is my feet. Mr. Get off, I get off at my feet. Hey. What?
The rain is slowing down nothing.
If I'm in my mind, that work, would you still? Keep it 100, I'd rather you trust me than to. When I'm feeling like like damn, I get off with your man. Let's talk about love. Is it anything you want to trust? See, it's not enough. It's not enough, but it's not enough.
Hello, Seattle.
The set was as I imagined it would be. You know, Kendrick initially made his mark as a writer and a storyteller, and he's one of the best at it, but it's cool that his performance ability is just as honed in. He took The Rain and pretty much made it seem part of the set. The set list was as I expected, the entirety of GNX, some classics, maybe like a 60-40 split with SZA, plus the cluster of songs they've done together. Kendrick's catalog is rich enough, so he has some really good tracks from early years that just didn't fit, but yeah, I was pleased.
I like this. A little bit of rain ain't stop nobody. I like this.
That was your big Seattle weekend.
It's amazing. It was a great weekend. Perfect. 10 out of 10. No notes.
Alright, we're spending today exploring Everett/Seattle. Really good show last night. Really good. I don't know what's on tap for today, honestly. I just bookmarked a bunch of spots. I'm mostly going to be walking around, snacking, bookshops. It's my kind of day. The next day, so we actually ended up staying in Everett rather than Seattle, which is not too far away, but it's got its own downtown center, which we are about to explore. Narrative Coffee. This place had a line out the door. I could tell it was good. Farmer's Market happened to be up and running while we were here, so we did the walkthrough. At the end, we found a food truck called Fill Up. They did sisig tacos, so guess what? I'm adding Filipino to the list of foods we've eaten this weekend. Everett happens to be home to the Funko headquarters. You know, as in Funko Pops, those things. I like to imagine that there's like this, being a member of the Funko family gives you a seat of power in the politics of Everett. Or not. I don't know. We just took a tour of the Funko building. Maybe that.
Like that one.
Do you want to take our picture real quick?
Oh, sure.
You could design your own personalized Funko. That started the process, but I don't know what I would actually do with this thing if I got it made. Here's what I would look like. So wait, do you think I'm more that? No, that's too long.
That's too long. I think, yeah, this one's probably more.
So I want an NBA jersey.
Best dad ever.
I was like, you just got rid of my lower half. Graduate or best dad?
I like how those are the two featured.
Father's Day gift for myself.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is graduation time and Father's Day, so that's why it's probably featured.
What else do I wear?
Mustang. There we go, yeah. Go for your bear outfit.
Tracksuit.
White lashes, but they don't look like that fun.
When you're up on the hill of this park, the thing that I always compare it to is like being in some between stages section of a video game where you can see a panorama of all the different worlds you might have to explore. Like over there, there's the city level. We got the forest level, harbor level, water level, and of course you've got to have the factory level. Like the creepy, abandoned, probably haunted factory. Yeah, it's all here. Next up, let's put Vietnamese on our food spotting list. We're at Lotus Pond Pho. Decided to branch out, which is hard for me to do when I just love standard pho so much, but I got duck pho. Well, our weekend in Seattle is just about wrapped. Took Daniel to the airport. Again, this was a simple 2-day trip, but man, it was a good one. Hey, and I got one more stop for dinner. You know where I'm going? This is the Heritage African Restaurant. They offer soul food, burgers, and smoothies, but also food from West Africa. It looks like their menu might be most influenced by Senegal and the Gambia, so... Got some goat pepper stew. Malt beverage. Ethiopia really put me onto this stuff. Okay, this spot is good. It gets an official recommendation from me. If you're ever in Everett, get to Heritage African Restaurant. Great space, menu runs deep. Do it. All right, Seattle. Seattle, I've lost track of how many times I've visited you, but you never seem to disappoint. Just so much there. So thanks for a great time. Thank you, Kendrick. Thanks for doing your thing, even in the rain. What a blast. See y'all later.